Hi, Ben. It's Paul here.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hiya. Yeah, I can hear you fine. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, good. In the middle of this day.
Yes.
This first day of 3, in fact, here at the Excel Centre. It's good. It's friendly. It's big and lively and steady.
Fantastic. I can imagine everyone's demanding your attention, though, kind of constantly trying to catch you.
Well, I've got some serious competition. And it's not always my attention. Sometimes it goes quiet. But yeah, it's a good one. It's very well organised as well.
Fantastic.
Which helps.
You know, you're going to hate this, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to start with Doctor Who, for obvious reasons, because you are, in fact, the Doctor, aren't you? The Doctor.
I am.
Many people's favourite Doctor.
I'm one of them.
You know what, Paul, I'm just going to have to start with this, actually. I found some YouTube comments for you. I think you're going to like these. So these came, actually, you did a fantastic job of that mini episode. That was absolutely fantastic. So many people were captivated by that. I've got a couple of comments off the YouTube video. This is fantastic. One of the comments, very simply, is this. All in caps, by the way. Please, God, give this man more screen time. That's a good one. And you've got another one here. Becoming slightly obsessed with him again. Paul, this one's just straight to the point. I like this. Paul McGann is officially the sexiest Doctor Who. So there you have it. You're obviously well adored, Paul.
I reckon that was my mum.
No, it's 3 different usernames.
I bought her a laptop last year, and she's got really busy in the interim.
Oh no! Well, she would have had to. I bet she's generated, thousands of different accounts just to hound you with things like that.
You don't know my mum. I'll tell you what, mate.
What was it like, though, Paul? Coming back to Doctor Who, because you know what, you're basically the man that the BBC goes to when they want to reignite the love for Doctor Who. You're the go-to man. You're the go-to Doctor for that.
Do you reckon? I feel like the fella they bring on with 10 minutes to go as a sub to score the winning penalty kind of thing. We worked out that I'd actually shot Doctor Who aggregately for about an hour and a half.
Yes.
With that the TV pilot in '96 and that little 6-minute thing.
Yes.
So of course because I played the Doctor number 8, the 8th Doctor, and he lives, so to speak, on audio. It's mostly on the Big Finish audios. I've done 100 and odd of them.
Yes.
So in all the years, that's really where his story has played out. And I've done very little film, so I've sort of got away with it really. But it was lovely to be back, and that 6-minute thing I thought was fantastic.
Yeah, it was absolutely
mainly because of the way that Moffat had written it.
Yes.
It's incredible actually when you look at it, what you can squeeze into 6 minutes. It was a real piece of, it was a real tour de force, I thought, on his part.
And you played it perfectly. The Doctor clearly, with a really tough decision to make, right, to get involved with the Time War, obviously, and he's really struggling to make that call. Because obviously, the 8th Doctor is very much a kind of a lover, not a fighter, right?
Well, it's lovely because it's a dilemma. I mean,
yes.
there's whatever they say there's 6 or 7 plots in the world. That's one of them, isn't it?
Yes,
the moral
yes.
dilemma. And if it's a hero, then will the hero? Will it be yes or will it be no? And how much is the hero willing to risk? And so the stories are old and classic, and that was lovely to have to even on a personal
yes.
level to turn into John Hurt at
yes.
the end of it was just neat. I mean, I've got to say, John Hurt. I did tell him this actually when I eventually met him. He was the reason that I wanted to be an actor in the first place. I watched him when I was a teenager on the telly.
Fantastic.
So just to turn into him was even better. It was like the icing on the cake. When I told him that, eventually when I met him, he said, "Shut up."
A classic John Hurt response.
Stop making me feel old. In that lovely voice that he had. Anyway,
yes.
bless him.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, you must have heard about this, but it was actually so popular that a load of fans actually petitioned to the BBC to make a spin-off series starring the 8th Doctor then, after that episode. I don't know if you knew that. You must have known that, but that was how much fans liked to see you on the screen, so clearly they were calling for more.
That is a nice thing to know because, having made the TV pilot in '96, and then of course after that, what followed that was 10 years of nothing.
Yes.
Until they came back in 2005 with Chris Eck. not just me, but all of us who were involved in it would have been forgiven for thinking that was it. They didn't want to talk about it. It wasn't part of the thing. And when it came back in 2005, if I'd have expected to be asked to be involved, then I was pretty quickly disappointed. The phone never rang. So, I thought, well, nobody wants to talk about that Eighth Doctor. But of course, since it's become part of it, and that's been reassuring, Yes. And now, like you just read out, people are really sort of keen. There were times when he was like, in fact, I noticed when after 2005 with the, because when we do these shows like we're doing today, we sign photographs and stuff, and in the intervening years, the Eighth Doctor's appeared more and more and more and more centrally on these photographs.
Yes.
I sort of sneaked in, somewhere behind Tennant, and now I'm sort of right in the middle, So,
yeah, that's where you belong.
Anyway, it's better now. He's accepted, and he's sort of part of it. He's part of the family. Quite right and all. Yeah,
absolutely. It was a sweet costume for that episode as well. I think it was really, really nicely done. Really looked like you'd been in the wars, right?
I liked it. Well, exactly that. You look like, it looked like less of a costume and actually real clothes. It looked like you could have a scrap in it. You look like but literally, he'd been in the wars in it, and I preferred that. Real good costume.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say, Paul, congrats for your new work in Holby City. It's absolutely fantastic to see you back on screen in that. Awesome.
Yeah, it's just another Doctor, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Another Doctor.
Pattern emerging. It's all I can do. It's all they want me to do these days. Playing horrible doctors. When I was home in Liverpool the other day, someone shouted across the street to me, "Oi, Dr. Death!" right across the street. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? It worked then.
And you've been with Noel Fielding and Julian Barrett as well. That must have been pretty crazy. Are they as bonkers as they are on the Mighty Boosh in real life?
You're talking about my swanky friends.
No, you're the swankiest of them all. They should be. They'll be talking about you. Trust me, Paul, on that one.
Oh, no, they're lovely actors actually, and gentlemen to boot.
Absolutely.
It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice, isn't it? That's what my dad used to say.
Well, Paul, thanks so much for chatting to us on Coast as well. It's absolutely been a pleasure to have you on the show. I'd love to give you a song choice, Paul. I don't know if you've got a favourite song I can play for you. Can I do that for you?
The International.
Yeah, fantastic.
Song of the Workers.
Perfect. Oh, I knew it. You see, that was you proving that you are the swankiest of everyone. That's you proving that point.
Proof when needed.
Absolutely. Well, none needed. Well, Paul, thanks so much for your time. I'll let you go. Have a great rest of the day, and thanks for chatting to us.
Thank you.